I know what you're thinking. Kyle, how do you get a whole new camera? A new old camera? Well, it's not new to me, it's new to y'all. But Kyle, how do you get a new old camera on this channel and still have the same fucking setup? You're still in your car talking to people about what? Well, that was kind of my dilemma these past few weeks. You know, I haven't been uploading, and I was like, damn, not only was I, sick here and all this stuff there and busy there, also, sometimes the nature of my channel, sometimes I don't have shit to talk about. Like, I don't have any profound insights that are really, and I'm not one to just make videos just to make them. Like, I feel like I should be in like a different area now because I can. Excuse if the camera's a little shifted. I'm kind of improvising here, no tripod, but this is the new era of Snow Blunt talk, you know what I'm saying? Like I was saying in the video before, I don't want to be like a Ralph Smart type nigga, just come on here like, peace. Infinite waters diving deep once again. Good energy. Take that. And just talking about, the same thing every video. So I only come on here when I have something to say to y'all, when I have something I feel like is important and needs to be said. And not every thought I have is important, and not every insight I have needs to be said. And I'm not willing to just put that out for content, but in this landscape of creating content, the algorithm values, consistent work. People are like, glad you're back today. I don't know how people or anything works, but look, a friend of mine, once said, this song you played me, it's like homegrown. It's like your videos, you come in your car, you just turn on the camera, and I'm gonna say it's a time and a place to be raw and unfiltered and just put your phone up to your face and shout something at a screen and then don't even edit it, just throw it up on YouTube. There's a time and a place for that. I appreciate that rawness, but I'm trying to really take this content creation more seriously. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is my life, this is my everything, and I just want to, I wanted to switch it up. I wanted to give myself an opportunity to really, make my content more diverse, make my content more storied, and make sure that a goddamn truck doesn't start behind me. But yeah, I have this whole skill set of like editing and this skill set of taking videos and this creativity, and I don't want it to go to waste by me being lazy, by just trying to put out consistent content and then not even being consistent with that lazy content. Like, because I don't mean to say my words were lazy, it's just the presentation. You feel me? The presentation it was basic. I would look at every thumbnail and it was all just me in my car just talking about something. And I'm like, I spent most of my life, editing, making this, making that, doing a lot of visual media, all types of media. So why not let that bleed into my content and be more creative and find a different way to express myself? The problem is, at the moment, I have nothing necessarily to express. Usually with videos, I have a whole concept ready and I'm ready to attack it. But I'm also realizing going throughout life, a lot of my best insights happen in conversation. So it's not like I'm gonna film all my conversations, but I feel like having the camera here and having it as like a separate entity than my damn phone and just being able to pick it up and just shoot outside, and it's a different perspective. I feel like I could get into a different bag, and when it comes to expressing my life and things that happen to me, different insights can be found in the little minutia of life rather than me getting ready to shoot a whole entire video. So yeah, I guess this is the new era of Snow Blunt Talk. We might not necessarily be going bigger, and who even knows if it's better, but we're definitely expanding. And I brought the editing back because I realized, why spend every day, every other day putting out some video that I just shot, threw up on YouTube, and then take 2 weeks off? If I'm gonna take a break, I'm gonna take a break with some quality ass content for y'all. It's not just gonna be me talking. Like, this is a new era of Snow Blunt Talk. I wanna go harder with my content creation. I wanna be more creative, and I wanna tell more stories and tell more stories in better ways. And I feel like this handy cam from 2009, somehow, some way, is the next step to doing that. and I don't necessarily want to film where I'm at, because sometimes I'm at pretty populated areas, and that shit's kind of hot. I don't know how far this could go. I know people are gonna start pulling up to where I film at, like, hey Kyle, you shoot another video? But you know, we're gonna work it out. We're gonna figure out this new style. We're gonna grow together, because it's not about me. It's not even about you. It's about us. You know what I'm saying? Shout out Dashy. But yeah, guys, welcome to Life with Kyle, i.e. Snow Blunt Talk, or maybe just Snow Blunt. I'm still doing a shit ton of talking though. So I've even been, you know, phrasing how I talk. Oh, instead of, because most of my videos are just me talking about my problems, but I'm like, oh, you should do, so give the illusion of some sort of audience that should be there. And I feel like with that type of content, you know, just generally talking, you have so many directions you can go in to grow. Because you could either go down the cliche motivational speaker, workout talk, where you start saying the same things over and over again, or you turn religious. And I think one thing I really wanted to avoid with my whole career was being like a spiritual swindler. Like I see these videos on YouTube like, God told me to tell you this, God told me, and it's just like, I see through it, because I'm like, damn bro, you could manipulate the fuck out of people, telling them that God told them to watch your video. Oh, I'm a prophet, I'm speaking the word of God, like, and then, you know, anybody could relate to it. You know, you mean to tell me out of the billions of people watching YouTube every day, no one, at least a couple thousand people are gonna relate to what you're talking about, and next thing you know, it's like, oh, prophetess. And I was like, you know what, I never wanted to be that. I never wanted to be a spiritual swindler, have people, because what I've realized through all my researching and knowledge is that fuck religion and fuck most types of spirituality. The best thing any of that could do for anybody is awakening them to the very real existence of the divine reality. The divine reality, the spiritual world, the subconscious, that whole realm of things that you can't really put a name to, it's very much real and it's very much there. It's just so much of our understanding of the world has been manipulated by people telling us, because the thing about manipulating people's belief in the divine is that you could basically, it's very dangerous. You can end up telling people anything. You could tell them, okay, the divine appointed this king that's enslaving you. You're supposed to be enslaved because because this unknown force beyond everything wants you to be enslaved, wants you to be oppressed, wants you to feel ashamed of yourself. And the thing about the human mind is that when you tell them that their God wanted something, niggas start believing it, and it affects their lives more than they affect their lives. That's why people say, oh, Jesus saved my life, God saved my life. It's because the belief in the much more powerful spiritual world is very, very influential on what goes on in this world. So yeah, the reason why I wanted to make my content more personal, switch it up, be more creative, is because I don't want to have to go down the route of either A, being cliche and vaguely motivational, or B, being a fucking cult leader out in these streets. This is day 2 of recording that video because I felt that I didn't have, you know, enough footage to go in there. And I didn't really, like I said, I don't really have anything to talk about. Like, I'm just trying to make some damn content. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I guess this is day 2. I also have no concept of knowing what the viewfinder looks like. This camera is so old, and y'all know how shit go. Just as it happens, this shit stopped working on me. Like, when I flip around the viewfinder, I can't see myself. But c'est la vie. Anyway, I like how the sky looks right now. It's like 7 p.m. and it's got like this weird cloudy vibe. Like, it's as if it was about to rain in the middle of the afternoon. Like, it's like getting 3 p.m. rainy afternoon vibes at 7 in the evening, and it's amazing. Hi, I'm Kyle, proprietor of Snow Blunt Talk. I don't know what proprietor even really means, but I came here to tell you that every time I smoke weed, or every time I go back to doing it, or do it like one time after staying like sober for a while, it always makes me realize that somehow, some way, the Mary Jane just, it dissolves like this barrier in me, and all of a sudden it's like, holy shit, I can be horny again, I can be invested in things again, I can have like a soul again. Question mark. I can have ideas again? Question mark. And I know that's not help. That's why, you know, I took a break from having the Benjamin and shit like that, because I wanted to access that space on my own. Because anybody who knows anything about, you know, substances and whatnot knows that these substances, whether you drink, whether you smoke, whether you do something terrible or harmful, I hope not, people are drawn to them because, let's face it, especially with weed doesn't give you any impulses that weren't already in you. What's more exciting and what's more, you know, invigorating and dangerous is that it uncovers things that were already there. Because the thing about, you know, these latent desires you might have while smoking or whatever, these latent personality traits that might come out, they were always there. But why does it take weed to uncover them? And more importantly, how do I keep them uncovered without the weed? Meditating? Just feeling that type of way? I don't want to like let those impulses go and feel free at the sake of feeling like I literally have 2.5 brain cells fighting for third place. But I just really like to, you know, feel free. I guess I feel too bored sometimes, but shoot, I don't know what it takes to access, you know, that well of abundance and well of love, you know, just completely nothing. I think meditation's on the way there, for sure. I'm trying to figure out the rest of the pieces, though, because that shit make substances too exciting, bro. It makes it too, like, holy shit. I could just take one hit, feel all the emotions I wanted to feel for the past month that have been clouded by an angry cloud of resentment and boredom and depression. To be really, really frank and honest, you feel depression as if it's like a weight on your mind, right? You feel it just heavily, sighing everywhere you go. You have this dreary outlook. You can't seem to look over the mountaintop. But then, for some reason, a lot of my heart has been like cleared of these burdens. And I can't sit here and say to you all, like, at the end of it, because I used to be one of them niggas, I could talk all day and then, you know, be haha funny, then go home and, you know, completely be cognizant of my depression and how, you know, how deep that black hole went. But now that black hole isn't so deep and it's barely there at all. It's kind of turned itself inside out. I'm more and more getting accustomed to having a full cup of love and wealth and abundance. And the more I try to embrace that, the more I feel like it's too good to be true. But feeling like things are too good to be true is often a sign of, well, feeling like you don't really deserve good things to happen to you. And I think a part of that is good old Catholic guilt when it comes to me. And I'm trying to learn that it's not evil to feel good about yourself. It's not evil to have desires that and it's not evil to be honest, like, oh, I don't want to do this shit. I don't want to have to talk to this person. I don't want to have to. It's not evil to know where your boundaries are and enjoy that and enjoy yourself. And it's not evil to know who you are and, you know, love yourself. Because sometimes it feels evil to love yourself. Like, I'm too used to feeling guilty about feeling too good. And I'm really, really watchful about pride. Because I don't ever want to get too prideful for personal reasons, but for more general reasons, because I feel like it corrupts people. It corrupts how you see the world. And then you get too high, you feel like Kid Icarus. Suddenly them wings get burned off. You get humbled real quick. It reminds you, you can't just be going like a big dick deviant everywhere. Just, hey guys, I'm big. Nah, man. Because as soon as you try that shit, you get clipped. I know it's looking kind of rough right now. I just woke up to go to the gym. See, usually I go to the gym on Wednesday afternoons, but I have a little engagements this afternoon. I never tried going early before I had class and then all this other shit. So let me go ahead and get ready in 3, 2, 1. I'm back in the club with some new shit. Niggas know that we act so foolish. I didn't even freestyle up in the morning, but if you attended it, I probably don't look much different than how I looked when I just came on here, but shit. Niggas gotta go to the gym early, see what that's about. I don't have time. See, that's what pisses me off about my schedule. That's why, like, I be thinking, like, my life needs to change, bro. Because I don't have time to do the shit that I really be trying to do. I be trying to go to the gym, shoot these videos, record this fucking music, and I never have time to do it. And I'm like, you know what? My life need a whole revamp, a reset up. That's why I'm switching shit up so much. Y'all know that crazy ass nigga that showed his butthole on YouTube, Kevin Leonardo? For reference, this is how hairy my butt is. I still never seen the Nair video, yo. I still never seen it. He does this really weird thing at the end of his videos where he shows himself shooting the thumbnail. I'm not about to show myself shooting the thumbnail for this video, but I am gonna show myself, you know, filming my little, not filming, but like taking a little comeback photo for Instagram, trying to look all sexy, you know what I'm saying? Let me try and get these hoes back. I'm gonna film a video actually. Fuck it. Hey y'all. It's been a while. Yeah. It's certainly been a while. There's not a lot of things I'm certain about, but one thing's for certain, it certainly has been a minute.